Could an iconic blast from the past be making a comeback? That
so.
mystery kicking off today's trending stories. Here's a look at our Hot Topics brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Well, a certain business from the home video VHS course era is sending out some signals of a return, fueling hopes for a comeback. I'm talking about Blockbuster Video.
Yes.
Maybe they're staging a return because according to the Internet Archive, which is a digital library, Blockbuster has maintained their website since July of last year and occasionally puts out, you know, they'll update the site with actors, plus they'll do teasers like, please be kind, while we rewind. The messages are fueling nostalgic hopes for a reappearance. Blockbuster had 9,000 locations at its peak in 2004. Now the only location that remains, I believe, is in Bend, Oregon.
Wow. Bring it on back. I don't know
That's what I say.
I don't know what they would rent nowadays,
Sure.
but I mean, there's space. There's room for them to do something in the digital area.
I feel like it could maybe serve as maybe an independent kind of movie house, especially for some maybe old classics. Maybe you go there, maybe they host films, directors, actors. Maybe they do something like that. Maybe it's like a venue kind of rental deal. But I can kind of see that.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
They're rewinding, and I'm here for it. Can't wait to see what they come out with next. Well, it was Corgis' day out as a pack of pups were given a VIP tour at Madame Tussauds new royal palace ahead of King Charles III's coronation in May.
This is so cute.
It is so cute. We love our furry friends' stories. Look at this. 9 canines visited the waxworks of the royal family, including an updated figure of King Charles, who is now wearing an outfit similar to the one he wore at the first state banquet of his reign in November 22. The attraction's wardrobe team spent 140 hours finessing the king's new look. The late Queen Elizabeth II's figure has been reunited with the late Duke of Edinburgh in their new experience. The figures are joined by other historic members of the royal family, including Princess Diana, Queen Elizabeth I, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. Look at those corgis.
How cute they are. I love how they're just sitting there at attention like, this is nice.
Yes.
Just exploring the museum.
Just a little royal treatment here. The wax figures.
Well, in music news, one of my favorites, Lenny Kravitz is working on a new album. Now, he says this album is from his teen years. That never happened.
Okay.
So the album due out this fall. The rocker says that he took a step back into his past and that making this album has been a liberating experience. Over the weekend, Lenny Kravitz added hosting, of course, to his long list of talents. He performed and hosted at the iHeart Radio Awards over the weekend. So I'm excited for this. I love him.
Same. I love Lenny. Also, talking about his teen years, it doesn't look like he has aged a day since his teen years.
A vampire. Living and breathing vampire.
He is rocking it. I love him. All right, turns out the original story of an iconic computer game, Tetris, is more thrilling than you may think. It involves border crossing, authority dodging, underhand deals, putting your house on the line, and finally trying to secure the rights for the game from behind the Iron Curtain.
My goodness.
Yeah, here's a look at Tetris starring Taron Egerton. The film explores game designer Hank Rogers, played by Egerton, as he travels to the Soviet Union in 1988 to meet Tetris's designer, hoping to secure worldwide distribution rights to the game. While the pandemic prevented the game designers from being a part of the filming of the movie, they were involved heavily in the script writing and in detailing the imagery of Soviet Russia. Tetris is going to stream on Apple TV Plus the end of this month, March 31st. That is coming up in a couple days, and I can't wait for this. Looks good.
Yes, for sure. I'm not a huge gamer, but when I do play video games, Tetris is one of them. I'm terrible at it.
Right.
But
Same.
it's just, one that I feel like I can play and not be judged.
Same.
Unless
Yes.
I'm playing with my husband, because he's very competitive.
Is he competitive like that? Yeah. My wife is too.
But I love that. Also in the streaming realm, Swarm, produced by Donald Glover. It stars Dominique Fishback, who plays Dre, an obsessed fan of the world's biggest pop star who sets out on an unexpected cross-country journey. Y'all, this movie is a trip. It's supposed to be satirical, like the entire thing, but there were parts of this where I was like, no, this is real, right? You will see several pop culture references. I really can't give anything away without spoiling the entire plot. But there are some familiar faces that you will see. Chloe Bailey, Damson Idris, Billie Eilish, Paris Jackson makes an appearance in this one. So this is on Amazon Prime. It's insane, but it is so good. It is a series, about 7 episodes, but they're pretty short, so about 30-ish or so minutes. So
easily digestible.
We binged this over the weekend, and we were up to like 1:30 in the morning
yes,
watching. But it was great.
That.
It was great. Totally
I can't wait to
Pierce
dive
Jackson
in.
right there.
Yeah, of course.